Hey everybody, this is Dustin, your RV specialist. So I'm just going back to these two Imagines that's sitting here on the lot. I'm going to do a quick walk around on both of them. Both of them are 2022s. This one's a January 2022. This one's an April 2022. Again, we found frame cracks on both of them and we're submitting those to get them covered. This one's already approved. This one's in the process. And so the girls will let the owners know as well. We're also waiting for the V brackets to show up because there's a new bulletin out. Everybody's, I don't know if they just didn't have enough at Lippert produced. We have been buying them for probably, a year, and we finally ran out. We had enough people call in eBay and call into the shop and order some over the last several months. So we weren't keeping up on our stock and sold out. Plus, each unit that comes in is requiring anywhere from 4 to 6 of these brackets. So you can blow through them pretty quick. They're not that expensive, and they are listed on a part number on a bulletin for the customer satisfaction program that's on our YouTube channel. So again, if you haven't joined us at Grand Design RV Owners in the RV Shop with Dustin for maintenance and repair, I'd recommend you do so. It's got, I think we're at now 39,100 and something members and growing. So hey Dustin, what would you do if either one of these were your Imagines, right? So just gonna go over some basics, right? So first, as you can see, both of the owners have turned their jacks. And when I say they turned them jacks, that's so that their pickup truck bed tailgate can allow space so they can open and close it. So we didn't do that I know of, but both of them are done that way. Other things that I would do is I would switch this to a single battery box instead of a dual, instead of two separate ones. I do see that both owners did the bungee cord, which is nice for the breakaway. So if you haven't done those, I would recommend to do that. Looks like they've added some levels on there, so that's a good idea. As far as this side of the coach, overall it looks pretty good. It's only a couple years old. You can't really put a slide out topper on this one because it's the distance between the power awnings too close, but they did add a awning support, which is fantastic. I would recommend to replace the window and do the thin shade or the slim shade from Lippert. Either one, there's two different brands. It'll match the color of the glass and it will allow you the ability to see out as well as have a built-in sunscreen. So I would do that. I can also tell that this owner added on the extend handle, which is nice. And then it shows that this unit says it's set up for tire links, so I'm assuming it's just pre-wired. Oh yeah, prepped for, but they don't have it. So I'd recommend that you do a tire sensor. If you also notice, when we did, I'm not sure if we did a wheel bearing pack or if we just did suspension, but just to bring to your attention, if you're watching this, neither one of the valve stem caps on this side were missing. We don't remove those and not put them back on, so we're pretty anal about that. And we don't keep very many of them because we're not a tire and wheel shop. So, but just a heads up, you need to put those back on or, put sensors on. So I don't know if you took them off or somebody else took them off, but they're missing definitely. So anyways, walking around the back, I see they added a hitch on the back, make sure you're not overloading that bumper. And I see they added the additional carrier brackets too, so that's good. And they also put it on the level on the back. I would recommend that you get a water heater bug screen. We have these inside the office. They're not very much. You can buy them on Amazon as well. It just literally slips in behind there and it'll protect it, keep it from the bees, mud daubers, and ants and all that fun stuff getting in. I see they added a third valve, a backup, which is great. I would recommend that on everybody's coach. I would also recommend to do a bug screen on the furnace. Whenever the units are getting ready to pick up, we typically try to plug them into power so that they have power in case for whatever reason, sometimes they'll come in and we're doing something totally different to the coach and we don't know how their battery condition is. And they always say, oh, they were charged when they got there. And most of the time they're not. So we've been trying as time allows to go through and test people's batteries to say, hey, it's good, bad, you need water or whatnot. But I would recommend that you do that. A couple other things while I'm nagging on this unit is I would add screws through the Z-lock or S-lock. Some of these, there only is a few down below. And if you go back and look at our other videos or you see some of the other posts, what happens is this metal pulls itself loose from the wall and causes water to come down there and leak. Okay, let's look at this one now. So this one, same thing. They changed the positioning of the jack, which is fantastic. Same kind of concept, but they got a little port there for solar. So I don't know if the double battery box would fit or not, but it looks like they've increased to 2 6-volts. And I can tell that because of the height of the box. So if the other box fits, I'd say go ahead and do it. But because I think there's a port and there's some wiring on the back of that, it might not work. So this, imagine, again, both of these have frame cracks on them. Both of them are in here doing suspension work. And I see there's some scratches and stuff up here on the walls, some tree branches and whatnot as well. You know, so be mindful of that. Same thing I would do, I would replace this window with the upgraded window. It'll match this color and you can see out. And it also comes with the shade in it. So you can buy those yourself and pop them in, or you can have us do it. Now he's got the tire minders on here, which is great. So make sure if you don't have them, like this other unit back here, he didn't have them. And see, look, he has one chrome cap on here, right? And again, over there, there's nothing there. So, you know, I'll have the girls note that down for him. But make sure that you are, you know, keeping up on your tire pressures, checking all your wheel bearings. You know, they tell you every 12,000 miles. Not too many people do that, but once a year for sure. You know, make sure that everything's torqued. Follow all your torquing recommendations on your unit. You know, most of the units nowadays have a torque sticker on them. Not a lot of people follow that. And then if you go anywhere on any of the Facebook posts or online, you're going to see people that have, you know, lost their tire, something broke, let loose, whatnot. So just make sure that that's something that you're keeping up on. This one, he actually added the cover to the end of the bumper, which is nice. Same thing with that gentleman. He did that as well. This one has a spare tire. That one doesn't. So I don't know if something you want to invest in for, imagine number 2 over there, or number 1. He did do a bug screens. So that's perfect. And then I think this is an RV Armor roof. It says RV Armor. But I'll go up there and double check here in a minute and do another video. But I usually see them go spray clear up over the back, and this one doesn't look like it. So I don't know if it's an off-brand, but it's definitely not the other company. So you see how he's added a topper, or there was a topper on this side as well. That's something that's great. Oh, we just talked about this. So here's this bug screen that has been installed. Like I said, these are just floating in there loose, but it helps keep out the pests. So on a First Imagine, I'd recommend that you copy this one and do that. You can see, compared to the two, both these units were made in the same year, about 3 months apart. And you see how he has the screws through the Z-lock or S-lock. I call it a Z because it looks like a Z to me, but you see how he has those all the way down, right? So the other unit does not have that. You know, again, and maybe this is something back in January of 21 or 22, excuse me, that they just decided they didn't do it. But here's the screws down here, and there's no screws up there. So again, I would go ahead and copy that and do that. All right, well, I don't see too much more, but I do see that this roof has been coated, and I'll get up there and take another video, but it's definitely not the Flex Armor. Flex Armor coating is a lot thicker and a lot nicer. So, all right, well, stay tuned for more and have a great day. And again, there's a bunch of tree scratches on this guy too. So watch the trees, folks. Thanks again for watching. This is Dustin, your RV specialist at California RV Specialist.